Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm trying to figure out new ways to kind of like say welcome back because I feel like I say the same thing every time. But no time to think about that because Coco and I have something to unbox for you guys. So we're going to set her right over here so that she's not in the way while we do our unboxing. So frankly speaking, I feel like it's been a while since I've done an unboxing. I've had this box right here sitting in my closet for about 2 weeks now because I wasn't really able to record last week. It wasn't really a good time to do so, so I just decided to wait a little bit, and then I thought I could open everything right now. And I want to do this relatively quickly because I actually want to talk a lot about this dress because it is very unique and something that I have not added into my wardrobe up until now. So I wager that most of you probably haven't added a dress like this to your wardrobe either because it's really unique. So to skip ahead just straight into it, this is a dress by the Taobao brand Sibyl Heisei. So if you've ever heard of this brand, you probably know them for something specific, and that is that their dresses are typically all made of denim. So that probably sounds pretty interesting, right? In a day and age, 2022, when we still have Lolitas debating whether or not they prefer cotton or polyester, that a brand would really sit there and say, hold my tea, and make a dress that is entirely out of denim. I found this brand pretty much by accident. I was just kind of browsing around on Taobao, as I tend to do from time to time. And I saw this dress, and lo and behold, it was made of denim. But I was unfortunately on the tail end of the leftovers portion of that release, and they weren't really having any dresses left that I was interested in. I think they only had white, and it was in a medium, so it wasn't even going to be in my size. So I thought, well, I guess I'll just forget about this brand. They seem to not release very frequently, so I probably will have to forget about it. But turns out I was just browsing around back in February and saw they were releasing a new dress in their Heron Witch series, which is the series that is made out of denim. So I thought about it for about 24 hours and immediately placed an order for the dress. So like I said, I pre-ordered this way back in February, and around the end of June it was ready to ship out, and a couple of weeks ago it arrived to my house, and here it is. Now, initially when I was scrolling through all of the dresses, I wasn't all that interested. I didn't like a lot of the colors and the print. They don't really have prints. It's kind of like a print design. I'll try to put some photographs on screen for you so you can kind of see what the dresses for this release looked like. But it wasn't until I got to the very bottom that I said, that's the one. That is the one that I'm getting. And she is right here. And again, I really want to talk about this release a little bit more than just doing the unboxing. So I'm going to hurry up and open her up right away. So I have gotten the first item out of the packaging itself, and it is the dress. So the thing that I really wanted to talk about with this unboxing is, do you consider this to be Lolita? I know that, there's a certain type of aesthetic and feel we look towards when we purchase Lolita dresses. We really don't like, a lot of people don't like scratchy fabrics or things that kind of look cosplay-y as the way to best describe it. And certainly this dress doesn't really look very much like a cosplay dress, but it does look, I guess, like more of a normie dress. I mean, it is made of denim, but it otherwise doesn't look all that bad. Once I put it on, I'm definitely going to give you some first impressions because this is my first time owning a dress like this. But just giving me first impressions of it, on the surface alone, it does look a bit plain. There's this little like collar kind of right here. And there are some corset lacing up in the front as well as in the back. There is also partial shearing. And the thing that I like about this dress is that it has these little the suspenders look like they go to a jumper, right? So I just pulled a jumper that I have out of my closet. I could be completely wrong here, but I think these are called overalls in the UK. And so to all of my UK viewers out there, if there are any, this is a jumper or overalls, whatever is the term. And so, it has these little snaps right here, but with jumpers, they're usually in the front. So you wear it forward like this for like a jumper, right? And they have pants at the bottom. So this dress is made similarly, but they are actually in the back of the dress. And it looks like they have those crisscross neck straps that I know some blouses have and some dresses have them. I know a lot of AP dresses have them. But yeah, so this kind of crisscrosses around your neck. And they are attached by buttons, so if you aren't about them, you can remove them. Or you can just stick them in the dress and kind of wear it like that. But just giving my first impressions of the dress itself, I love it. I see that there are pockets on it as well. It appears as though they're on the front, and it looks like they have belt loops. So that is cool too. So this is really a very nice type of dress to have. The reason why I wanted it is because this is easily going to be the most toned down, sort of casual dress that I own. I think this is probably going to be a little bit more toned down than even some of my Salopets, because even my Salopets are super duper OTT and sweet, which I will be showing on camera very soon. But for now, I really wanted something like this that could be, you know, something that I wear that's really toned down, not so attention-seeking as all of the OTT sweet sort of like colors that I wear, which today I look very toned down and gothic, but it is what it is. I wore this because I thought it would look nice with the dress, and we're going to see in a moment. But there are a few more things in the box that we have to look at first before we try her on. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to say, I did read that this was going to be a bit of a weighty dress. I did read the reviews, and there is some nice weight to this. So I do think this would be nice to wear pretty much year-round. You definitely don't want to wear it alone in the colder months, but I think you could wear this in like summer, fall, and it would be alright. So there were 2 more bags inside of the box. And let's take a look at what's in the first one. I think I have an idea of what this is. Okay, so I had a partial idea of what it was going to be. So this is the big bow that, if I've done what I was supposed to do and posted pictures on the screen for you guys, this bow goes on the chest of the dress. So like right here above the girls, of course. And it has like 5 pins, like this pin, 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 pin. So you just pin this to the top of the dress, I imagine, and I actually like that it has this many pins, because when you have just like a single clip like this, one, it's obviously going to look floppy like this, but otherwise, it's also very easy for this to like, this is very heavy. Well, you know, for a bow, it's pretty heavy. So if this were to like pull down on the dress, you could potentially like damage it. So I do like that it has a lot of pins on there, so you can kind of just like pin it to the top of the dress where it belongs, and no problems there. It also came with this. I'm not certain if this goes through the belt loop or what, because I don't think that it's like a waist tie or anything, but maybe it is. Maybe it goes in the dress somewhere. I have no idea, but I am happy to have it because it's always nice to have additional things in the package. And so if that was the bow that goes on the chest of the dress, this is the hair clip. So as you can see, it is like, this reminds me of like the hair clips I had when I was a child, because like, look at that. It's one of those ones where you hold in right here and it just pops open like that. So that's pretty interesting. I'm curious as to how I'm going to fit this in my wig, because it's like, it's huge. You know, I might have to stuff a whole bunch of hair in there to get it to work. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. This release, like I said, it's very like quirky and interesting. So like, instead of having like a head bow type of like a KC, it has this hair clip as an option, and it had like some hair clips that go on the sides of your hair, and it also came with a bucket hat. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but if you were into K-pop for as long as I have been, the bucket hat is like the dreaded accessory that you pray that your faves do not get. Like, I don't know anyone who likes bucket hats, but for whatever reason, like Korea and China seem to really, really like bucket hats, and they're just not for me. They're just not for me. I'm sorry. If you're a fan of bucket hats, I apologize. They're not for me. They're not for me. But if you like bucket hats and you like this dress, you can get a matching bucket hat to go with it. I am very basic. I am your typical standard boring Lolita, so a nice big bow is good enough for me. So with everything unboxed, I think I have made good time on this video. I'm just going to try her on right away and give my first impressions. I want to see how she fits, how well she holds my petticoat. I'm a bit concerned about the petticoat, but I think my petticoat is thick enough that it will be able to hold this, because it is much more heavy than the other dresses that I own, but I think my petticoat will be able to handle it. But if not, I will let you guys know, and then I will just give any other general first impressions and views of it. So just give me 1 second and I will go and try her on. Okay guys, real quick before I try on the dress, I did go ahead and attach the bow just so you guys could like have a visual reference. So I pinned it right up at the very top of the dress right here, and I just let it go all the way across. So this one is like right at the edge where the zipper is, and this one is right on the edge. So it's kind of like right on the side seams is where I pinned the very end of the bow, and so I just lined up the 2 that are in the center and just sat them on there as well. So that's how I believe it's supposed to go. I hope so. It looks alright to me, but we will see once I try it on in just a second. Alright guys, here is my post commentary. I'm just going to be giving you guys a few thoughts about the dress. So first and foremost, the dress fits absolutely perfectly on me. As you can see, it is a super nice fit overall. I'm wearing it here with the black purse, just showing off how nice it looks with it. But as for the fit of the dress specifically, it fits super duper nicely. As you can see, it creates an amazing silhouette with the petticoat that I'm wearing, which is not too heavy for the dress, fortunately. As you can see with the measurement, it is very slim, very tight fitting. There is a zipper on the side. I would definitely adhere very closely to the measurements if you think you may have trouble, but I believe that this dress comes in 4 sizes from small to XL, so do keep that in mind. But remember that there is some shearing and there is some corset lacing on the front and back of the dress, so that can help you achieve the proper fit if need be. As you can see, it is holding up very well. My petticoat is 5 layers, my Boguta petticoat, and it is not being weighted down by the dress by any means. I take a step back here to show you that it gives it a very, very nice silhouette actually. Even though the dress is weighty, it's not too weighty for this petticoat. However, I do think that if you have a smaller petticoat, maybe with like 3 layers or fewer, it may be a bit heavy for it, but for the one that I'm wearing, if you have a thicker petticoat, or maybe if you stack 2 of them on top of each other, you shouldn't have a problem and it should create a very nice silhouette for you. So here is a better look at the hair clip that I'm wearing. I paired it with my beret and I think it looks nice like this. Like I said, it's such a big bow and I don't know that I can like sit it nicely in the center of my head as if it was a head bow. So I think it kind of looked nice, like combined with the beret like this. I actually like when people do looks like this, so I was happy to try it out on my own this time. Since I'm not doing a self-concrete, I thought I would just show off the whole look for you guys, so I put on some tights and some shoes for you. You guys know these chunky heels by now. They are Angelic Imprint, and the tights are ones that I wore recently for the Gothic Coord that I did. I think I would, in the future, maybe try for something that's a little bit more red to kind of match with the blouse a little bit better. The bottom half seems a little bit dark for me right now, but I did just want to accentuate it with the look. Here it is with the purse, and again, it still looks a bit dark, so yeah, I do think that in the future I'll probably want to get some red tights to go with this. Or, I don't know, maybe some white or gold, as those are the other colors that are in the print, very, very lightly. But I probably wouldn't go with black. That said, I do still like how it looks with this. Maybe, alternatively, I could just wear a black blouse instead, and maybe that would look a little bit better. But I kind of like the red, as it brings out some more of the red in the print. Here you go, seeing the bow. As you can see, it is attached very nicely. It's not falling off or anything like that, and I think I did pin it up just correctly. That's pretty much all the commentary I have to offer, so I'm happy you guys watched this unboxing. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend this dress. And goodbye from me and Coco. Hope to see you guys again in the future.